everyone, welcome to Ratemymahjongcoach.com series, and today we have Irie Sensei.
Hello everyone, it's Heidi here.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know, we already had a coaching session with her before and got a Yakuman. But that wasn't it wasn't me. It wasn't me, that was the big problem. But we had a really good time, and Irie was suggesting that we'll play a game first, and then we can analyze the game afterwards. So that's what we'll do. We'll jump right into the action today. And hopefully we'll win this time instead of getting into the fourth, which will actually make me very sad.
So are you gonna rate your coaches based on like if you won or lost?
No, it was just a joke. It's just a joke. Surely it's a joke, right? Okay, we're starting great. Oh, and then with that panda spy, I learned that like single terminal tile has less value than a single honor tile.
Yeah, usually.
So I learned that, and I was like, cool beans.
Yeah, and we were talking about some efficiency concepts before we started recording, and if we come across those situations, so be sure to point them out, especially on the long review.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to cut the 9-8 pin, even though we are it's like sideways 6 and 9. It's not bad. And then the panda spy also taught me about sticky tiles and how like it's floating, but then it wants to stick to a certain tile, so we he called it sticky tiles.
Actually, that one isn't even just floating, because
well, that's true, it's not really floating, but I just well, I guess this is a sticky. These two are sticky.
Yeah, they are. And so there you have the two-sided 6-9 mon weight, but nice pawn.
And then he also talked about was it Aka? It's not Akaji, but it's like discarding dangerous tile early.
Sakigiri. Yes, it's saki for before and giri to cut it. Sakigiri. The 4s and 7s are very efficient.
Okay.
It's a great draw.
Nobody needs to learn how to play mahjong unless if everyone draws the tile that they need, nobody needs to learn how to play this game.
Just draw the good tiles and don't draw the bad ones.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice. That's Senpai.
It's starting out so differently than yesterday. 2 Dora tiles? Even at...
Yeah, unfortunately this is
baby!
not... Ooh, nice! I was gonna say this is not a two-sided way, but you know, we got there regardless. Nice one.
Like I said, nobody needs to learn how to play mahjong if you literally just get the tile you need. Skills.
Just win on turn 1. Just win the Blasting of Heaven.
Ooh, skills. Okay.
So what are we thinking here? So what's your thought process?
My thought process is that I want to keep east. I learned that too yesterday. That even if I'm holding 1 east and somebody dropped east, it's still there's a value to east, because it was it would give me 2 han with the rest of the east. And I was like,
didn't you say that the value dragons and the winds are better than the terminals?
Yes. Yeah, but then look at that. Oh wait, you mean this?
Yeah.
But then oh wait, okay, that's right, red dragon. That's true.
And the green dragon too.
Green dragon. Green dragon. But you know, but it was good to drop though, because I wasn't gonna get it. F.
Oh, for a second there, I thought it was gonna be a pawn. I was a bit scared for a second.
They're devilish for doing that fake weights.
So, if I'm in your seat, I'm thinking. Oh, go ahead, make your choice. So I'm thinking, what's going on here on the left? He pawned the green dragon and then discarded the red 5 of bamboo. I wonder what he's cooking.
Probably a half flush with the pin, no?
Maybe. Maybe. Yep, no pawn. It's one of those situations where you just gotta draw it. And I think, so when your hand is in a state like this, I usually suggest to my students that you can just look at what other people are doing, right? Because your decisions are pretty simple. At this point.
Do I discard 5 pin early? Is it Sakigiri? No.
No, I think it's because you discarded the 1 of characters already, you want to just discard the 2. You don't want to end up in Furitan.
I like knowing the timing of Sakigiri is like near impossible.
Well, I think in this case you don't want a Sakigiri because you really want to not give the player who's going for the Honitsu any chance to pawn that 5 of circles.
Right.
And also maybe you can still make another block with the 5 pin like that, yeah. So now you can use it.
Oh, what the? Known from another side? Unexpected.
I mean, not your tile, not your problem, you know?
That's true. That's true.
And you already have a huge lead. Alright, what do we got here?
Oh, we got a garbage. We ain't got nothing. It's terrible. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Hold on. The worst hands are the easiest ones to improve.
Okay, keeping the green dragon and discarding the 1 man.
Oh, okay, we got another good tile.
Panda Spy, are you watching me? Be proud of me. Okay, for now. There you... This person needs to check themselves out.
Dora.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's interesting there because our only pair is the 7, right? But
yeah,
it's currently being used.
Oh, jeez, Jesus Christ! Definitely.
I think so.
It's not a good weight.
Yeah, maybe the 7 is a little bit better. I'm not sure. Oh, we gotta be careful with that guy. He's got 2 pawns already.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh jeez, I thought they were gonna pawn that.
Oh yeah? That's so scary, this card to make.
That's messed up. This thing is messed up.
Can we get a pair? Can we get the red 5 of characters? That'd be great.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I like that discard.
Okay. I'll take you up on that 7 pin.
That's his carry this card. He's carrying the red dragon and right there.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. This is great for us.
Discard 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then 3 or 6 pin. or 7 mon, or 3 or 6 soul, I guess. What the hell? Are they gonna have a Yakuman?
Are we gonna go 2 for 2?
What does that
God,
mean?
I wonder what his weight is. I mean, we had a Daisangin on the last video.
Oh, that's true, that's true. Stop it, stop it. Stop that, cut that out.
Oh, this
So
is
scary. Do I just fold?
You could. I mean, you have a huge lead. That is an option.
Oh
What do you
my
think
god,
he's
this
waiting
person is
on?
insane. Aww. Phew.
Yeah, I mean, there are 3 2-sos that we can see, so...
This person is insane.
Ooh.
That person is insane. I don't know why they would discard 4 so. There's literally no reason for that.
Richie, Patsunor too.
Ura.
Mhm.
There was no reason to discard that.
He got the crit. The crit manga.
Holy shit!
Ooh! Ooh!
Holy shit! Holy shit!
I see the shinies. I see the shinies.
Holy shit! Okay, well, let's just we get the east. We can just keep the south for pair, and then we have our seat wind and then current wind. Woohoo! Sticky. 5, 6. Oh my god! I almost said 6, 7.
Yeah, this hand is a little bit tragic because we can't really pawn to get into something.
In this case,
No.
no. This,
Well,
this.
that can be it. Yeah, you could do that one. You usually just want to keep your sticky tiles if you don't have enough blocks.
I see.
So. But you could have also discarded one of your honor tiles. That works too.
Oh my gosh! You know what?
Yeah, I mean, we're just going over this, right? Because the
red dragon.
the 3-4. Yeah. No, I mean earlier before
one?
the recording.
Yeah. What?
Before the recording, we're talking about the 3-3-4 shape. How
3, 3, 4.
the
Oh,
3.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, also, wow! I didn't even notice. There's a chance of a mixed triple sequence here, isn't there?
2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. If I have to squint, I would need 2 tiles for it, but. So I guess you're referring to it's better to discard the 3 man here than the 4 pin.
Yeah, because we want to maximize the chance that we get a 2-sided weight at the end.
Look at that, it pays out. It pays out already.
And so now that would be a Sakigiri, because for pure efficiency, it would be better to just discard the east, but this makes it a little bit safer for your hand to progress. Because, you know, if someone reaches, you can still keep pushing this hand by discarding east and west. And you'd really like to, because you have Dora 2 and a chance of Hanuman with the mixed triple sequence. So yeah, now that we don't have that in our hand, we can keep pushing, even though there's a Riichi.
Oh, don't even a freaking monster about it. Don't even. There's like, this is my the third east that I can see, right? 1, 2, and then the Dora.
Oh yeah, the Dora. Yeah.
Should be safe.
Yeah. I think it's like less than 1% chance that he's waiting on the east. So usually safe. Yeah?
I don't need that.
Yeah, and that's safe too, so not that big of an issue.
I don't mind cutting 3 so... in the desperate times.
I mean, I feel like the chances that we win this hand are becoming smaller and smaller, but you know, we might be able to.
Yeah, deal in. Oh, if they didn't cheat you! Why did it cheat?
They stole it from you. They stole it from you. They gave it to him.
Oh my god. If you didn't cheat and then they would have not sumoed. Where's your sumo defense? Whoa.
Sumo defense. Okay.
Okay. Okay. In this case, I might just cut 9 and 8 because of the overlap of waiting 7 pin. Does that sound
That's
logical?
one of the options. I feel like it might still be good to just discard the red dragon, yeah? We just want to make sure we have enough shapes to complete our hand, right? So even though there is some overlap there, we can keep the 8-9 just for a little bit longer.
I see. Within the sticky.
Yeah, so usually in these situations, when I'm choosing between, 3, 7, and 7, which they're basically equal, I'll look at the table and see, okay, which one is like the most useful, right? And I think with the 8 of bamboo being discarded, the 7 of bamboo makes sense to discard. There's also a 5 of characters discarded. So.
Yeah. What do I do? Do I discard?
Yeah, so here's when you would discard one of your pairs. Just because we want to keep the strongest shapes together. So you would actually rather prefer to keep the 2, 2, 3, just because we have too many pairs in our hand at that point.
Right.
It's okay. We'll go over it later. Yeah, and there you have a choice between the 1 or the 8 of circles, right? The 8 of circles is potentially more dangerous later. Meanwhile, the 1 of circles is probably safer later. So it's a choice of whether you want to try to cut the 2 8 pins early enough so that you can have the 1 pins in your hand as a safer pair that you can maybe use as a discard to fall against someone who reaches.
I see. Maybe I should have discarded the 6 pin?
Yeah, it can be a little bit dangerous to keep it like this. Yeah, oh my god, I really like this, yeah. I think this is great. And then if you get to Tempai, you can con and go for it, Yeah.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh my god,
that's
that's your weight. He took your weight.
That's messed
up.
up.
It's so messed up. He took your weight. He took out your 7s.
Can't pawn. But it's okay. They're 4s.
This is so tragic.
It's okay. I believe in the 4. 4 will come. What do I do here?
I think there maybe you can con, because having 2 pairs helps you to finish this hand a lot, since you don't have the 7s anymore.
But now I'm too scared to con.
Yeah, I think it's probably best not to. Oh, you have a safe pair.
I do.
You can
I do. I'd rather discard this than the red dragon. There is a chance. Bro could be Akagi.
He's waiting on the last one.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
That is one of the moves that works more against more experienced players. Because they'll be like, okay, this is so safe, I'm just gonna discard it, and then they feel it.
You'll be surprised, some players, even in Gold Room, do that, and I get so mad. I'm like, bro, who are you trying to impress?
Oh, and he had your 4 pins too? Oh my god, there were 3?
That would have been terrible.
And the guy to your left blocked all your 7s, and he had all the 4s too.
That's messed up. And dropped 3 pins and 5 pins. Bro might be
So what are we thinking for this hand?
This hand, not thinking too much right now, not gonna lie. Head empty. I got a pair.
Okay.
There's a side weight.
No, but I
Okay.
mean, I understand what you mean. I usually don't think too much about mahjong when I'm playing. I'm just, you know,
Vibing.
mahjong is just kind of happening in front of me. That's how I describe it.
Okay. I'm still gonna keep the
Oh,
form
the mixed triple sequence. No.
the 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Oh my god. No. No.
I think when you get to this point where you're just one away from tempo, you want to just keep your really good shapes. So your 3-tile shapes, you want to just keep them. You're trying to go for a Ricci?
Yeah. Oh, I see. And then just discard the 3, so that it will be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then I have 9, 9, and then green dragon pair.
I just mean, oh.
Probably 9.
The 9 or the 3. Either way. We're just one away, but someone to reach these before we can get there.
Oh. Oh. Stinker!
Ooh. It's a little bit dangerous. It's okay. Well, now we have the trio of bamboos that are safe.
Yeah, so we can get rid of that. So then it can be 3, 4, 5. Do I pawn it?
I think you can if you want to. And then discard what's safe, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather. So this is like one of the advanced aggression tactics where even though you can pawn for tempai, you don't go for tempai right away. Instead, you discard the trees that are safe, and then maybe you get tempai.
Oh my god.
You know, afterwards. Ooh. Yeah, so I actually don't think the. Oh, okay. I don't think the 4 of characters is that dangerous there, and I'll explain it to you later why.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, this is kind of what the advanced mahjong will look like, where you're trying to push every little advantage you can get. So even though we didn't win the hand there, we did get to tempai. So we had a chance of winning the hand there. So if you just outright fold, you know, a lot of the times you won't get there.
Right.
But if you do this like sort of in-between move of not just pushing, but not just folding either, sometimes you can squeak out a win and deny someone a big hand, or, you know, deny the dealer a repeat, something like that. So he's discarding a 5 very early and a 4 very early, which is the Dora. I wonder what he's cooking. And then he cheese a 9 pin. Huh. Very interesting, right?
Probably,
what is he doing?
Is it fully outside?
It could be. It definitely could be.
I feel like fully outside is not really worth it. Do I then discard 2? Mon?
Yeah, I think 2 mon is a good idea, yeah. Just keeping, you know, sometimes the simplest play is just really good too. You can just keep the chance of drawing the 3, you can keep your good shapes. Even this 4 mon is not so bad because now we can get the 4, 5, 6 and use the 7s as our pair.
Okay. I don't know what to discard. Help! Probably.
Yeah, your worst shape. Yeah, that works. It's between that and the 1-2 of bamboo. I think this card is honestly probably better because there's already a 1-2 of circles discarded. So, oh, nice, nice. Can definitely use that. Now we're just 2 away. Okay. Not the 7. Oh. Yeah, so I want to keep the 7 there because we have the 6, 7, 7, 8, and we still have a bad shape in the 1-2 of bamboo. So with the 6, 7, 7, 8, we can draw 5, 6, 8, 9 to have another 2-sided shape. So that would be really nice. Remember, we want to try to give ourselves the most amount of chance to have a 2-sided weight at the end. So the 6, 7, 7, 8 shape is really, really good for that.
Okay.
Because it usually produces... Yeah, it usually produces 2 2-sided shapes. So it's very nice.
Do you think it's safe to discard 1 soul?
It might deal in, but the thing is, even if it deals in, it's probably for a small hand. I would have preferred the 9 of bamboo so we can go for all symbols.
True. True, true. Oh my god, I hate this person. I officially hate this person.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Suffering noises. I mean, we see all the 4 7s, right? Oh, and then the 8 is... Now we know that the 8 is safe, so that's great. I don't know if this 3 is safe, though. Okay. Gave the guy a manga.
Holy cow.
We're on 1. The critical hit.
This Ichime got literally so lucky of the 2 players playing, like, donkey.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off. I'm trying so hard right now. I'm trying so hard to win. And they're playing like donkeys.
They're just full monkey punching. Oh, nice draw. Yep.
Oh my god, oh my god. Imagine drawing 9 mon or 7 pin or... Okay, it's okay, it's okay. I feel like we're so close that we don't even need sticky tiles, no? Like
sticky tiles can be useful because...
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there you also have the chance, the option of not reaching and seeing if maybe you can improve your draw. So that would be a good reason to like keep the 3-mon. You can discard the 8 pen to see if you can draw either the 4 of characters or the 5 of circles.
I see.
That's something you can do if you really need more points or you really like just need a better way.
Would you recommend that despite me being the dealer? Or would it be better to just call Richie early? Because I feel
like, yeah, you probably don't want to do that in this case. It's just something to consider in the future. Like, when it's really early and you don't have Thora, especially, because, you know, you don't usually want to be committed to a Richie that has no value and is on a bad weight, because then you have a really low chance of winning something bad. Which is not really what you want to be doing with your Richie, right? But since you're the dealer, yeah, just go for it. You pretty much just have, you know, free pass to reaching anything as a dealer because everyone's just going to fold. If they know what they're doing, right?
Right. If they know what they're doing and they're not donkeys.
Yeah. Sometimes in tournaments, I'll even Richie with a Furitan or like a really bad way just because everyone folds and then I just, you know, repeat, collect 2,000 points. It works out.
It's like I would have discarded 1 mon, but it is a Dora tile.
Yeah, even though the 1 mana is a Dora tile, you can just discard it early too. It's not that big of an issue. I feel like in this situation where you actually don't have a pair, it might be a little bit better to keep it once you draw the 8-1, but I think it's fine to just cut it early too. Just because it's fairly unlikely you're gonna use it.
I don't know what to discard. I'm gonna discard... I'm gonna discard 8. I think that's...
I feel like you should probably be discarding the 8 of circles because you want to keep the 7-9 of bamboo because you want to get pure straight in this scenario. But I think discarding the pair is not bad either. I think it's fine. Yeah,
it's like, now I would have discarded 9 so before, but then that would eliminate the chance of be able to receive the 8 so, and that would be slower. So that's why I caught the 8-man. That was my logic.
Yeah, so between the 7-9 of bamboo and the 6-8 of circles, you have a 4 tile weight, right? For the 7 or the 8. And they're basically equal, except the 8 of bamboo gives you a chance to make a pure straight in the bamboo, so that one is better for that reason.
Right.
So that's why you would cut the 8 of circles in the scenario.
I see. I see.
That's a great draw. Yeah, and now there's 2 7s of circles discarded, so the 8 of bamboo is a little bit better because it's more on the outside. Yeah, so normally you could keep the 6 of circles because you can draw the 5 to make a better shape than the 7-9, but there's no... A lot of the 4s are gone, so it's not really that great to keep the 6. Is someone gonna pawn this? Okay, I guess not.
Bro. I'm doing like 40 chess here, and this Ichihime is getting 3 points. Okay. I'm not really fan of 8, 9, so... Or the 1-man. 8, 9, 9. If we have 8-man, 9-man as a pair, 4 is the sticky, sideway for 2-3 pin. Okay.
It's a good draw. Yeah, so when you're faced with a choice like this between a self and a green, you usually want to cut the one that's double wind first. So in this case, yeah, the self is better to discard than the green.
Five, 4, 3. 5, 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could discard 9 so, because that's not gonna do... It's not doing anything, because it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. No?
Just discard your floater. You're 1 away.
Which what? Wait.
The 4.
4.
Yeah, just because... So if you discard the 9 there, then you're missing out on a 2-sided weight, right? So that's why the 5, 6, 8, 9 shape is not so bad, because when you draw the 7, you still have the 5, 6 left over for a 2-sided weight. So if you cut the 9 there, you actually hurt your hand quite a bit.
I see. 5, 6, 4, 6. And then... I guess it depends on what I draw next. But my hand is looking good. Torso. Okay.
Nice.
YOLO. No! No! No!
Hey, it's not half flush. It's not half flush. It's okay. It's not half flush. You didn't fully die, you know? You just got a little bit cooked.
That's messed up. Were they side? I didn't even see. Were they waiting for 2 and 5?
Yeah, they're waiting for 2 and 5. So there wasn't really much you could have done there.
Okay. So
You
it
were
wasn't
gonna
like
deal
if I were to
regardless.
cut the 2 there, it wasn't gonna. But I guess it would have been
Yeah.
not red 5, so it would have been just one Han.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too much of a difference. 1529 is more or less the same. The nicest thing is that you didn't lose your Ricci stick, so that's 1,000 points you saved.
Saving money, one step at a time.
One stick at a time.
One stick at a time. That's right. We got sticky
I really wish we
tile.
could get some sort of. I wish we could get some sort of mixed triple sequence.
Ooh, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Maybe we can get 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. The squinting that you guys have is another level, that's for sure. It's like almost
Yeah,
like
I feel
imaginary of creating like a fictional tile.
Yeah, I mean, we're not playing only the hand that we have right in front of us. We're exploring all the different multiverses that might arise based on each discard, and we're looking for the most optimal one.
You're Doctor Strange. You're seeing like the 500 different futures that could possibly be like the hand could give it to
Yeah,
you.
exactly. I mean, yeah, that's why I say that Mahjong is competitive divination. You're trying to see which future is the best one.
That is so crazy. God. In this case, I will discard 8. No.
In this case, you will fold.
I don't even have any save.
What's this? What's the next best thing if you don't have a safe tile?
Suji?
Yeah, Suji.
Do you trust in Suji?
Maybe not this one.
No! No!
You're supposed to discard the one of characters. The one of characters was the safest Suji.
No! That's not true! That's not true! It's okay, We're coming back. Well, what's
By
the
Suji, I meant the one of characters, Kate. Come on.
what's the actual percentage versus like terminal tile versus Suji? Is Suji actually have a better safe? Is it actually safe? More safe?
So since he discarded a 6, the Suji trap 3 is actually fairly dangerous. But he had discarded a 4 of characters, which meant that the 1 of characters was. I'm gonna let you do this. It meant that the 1 of characters was Suji to the 4 that he discarded, and that's less than 2% chance to deal in. So that was probably your safest tile.
Oh my god, I didn't know.
I mean, it's okay. You learn the most when you lose, so.
No, but I learn the most when I win, actually. I'm different. I'm built different. I learn the most when I win. We need to keep the 5 as a pair. Because we need a pair. 3, 4, 5 is 4. 1, 4, 3, 6.
Yeah, if we can get some sort of close to Ricci with Self, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
It's a shame we can't get that 3, 4, 5 mixed triple sequence here, huh?
4, 5.
So there, I would actually be fairly inclined to call, just because it might be nice to match the speed of everyone else at the table. But if you can find a Ricci, that'd be great. Either way, I think is his preference.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is killing me. No. No. No, I cannot lose to a donkey. I cannot lose to a donkey.
I see we found the bad future.
This is messed up. This is messed up. It's truly messed up. Don't give me bad tiles, please. Please give me good tiles, please. Why would they can that? Oh my god,
To
oh
give
my
you Dora.
god.
They can't give you Nora. They're trying to help you.
Don't tell me you're gonna go half flush, lady.
Oh, I feel like you might already be. I was sweating, I'm not gonna lie. When that pause came.
What's going on? Why am I in the misery? Oh, the misery.
You know, just don't be the donkey that deals then, you know? God, this guy has won 4 hands in a row now.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
No theory
okay,
is needed if you just pawn. If you just pawn everything. Pawn can't pawn.
Let me introduce you to pawn theory.
Yeah. Just pawn everything. Aww. Aww.
So what's the Dora?
8. 8 pin? I mean 8 month. Brain melting.
Yeah, I feel like it's late for you, isn't it?
It's 8. Oh, it's only 8:45.
Yeah, are we looking at the board?
It's okay. It's okay. I can catch up. The thing is, I can't catch up. I thought I misclicked. Oh my god, I almost threw up. I thought I misclicked there.
Yeah, don't drop the 7. Don't drop the 7. The 7 of fish.
I know, 7 fish. It's hard to catch that many fish nowadays. What the hell?
Oh?
What the hell?
That's the Dora. That's that silly looking pal we're talking about.
Am I seeing the Ipeco right here?
Yeah, maybe.
Four, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop giving me trash! No!
Ah! Again! Come on, let Kate win some hands too. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay.
You can't say that! You can't say that! You should be like, go for it. You got this. Yes, man! No, 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 no. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's
Oh
impossible
my
to win hands.
god. Oh my
Winning
god.
hands
I'm
is
actually
impossible.
quitting. I'm quitting Mahjong right now. I'm quitting Mahjong right now. Are you kidding me? I'm losing to the donkeys. I am actually the worst donkey of this donkey lobby. This is crazy.
I mean, they just keep having it, you know? It's
I
always
should
like
just discard it one more.
there's no way they're gonna have it, and then they just have it.
Am I playing bad? Or is this am I losing my mind? Or they just I feel like I'm not like all these weights are kind of weird.
Hard to say. I feel like maybe on the last hand you could have played it a little bit more aggressively by calling Chi on the 4-pin and then going for a wait on the Dora, maybe. But it's hard to say. That's what I would have done personally. But I don't know if it would have changed anything.
That's true.
We could have maybe also discarded the 8 of circles like before, Sakigiri. Right? As we were learning.
Right now?
That was also no, not this one. I mean the previous one.
I
previous one.
see.
Yeah, we'll look through the log and see what we could have done differently. For now, let's just
Like I
focus
guess
on the
instead
hand
of
that's right in
discarding
front of us.
9 first, 8 then 9, I guess.
Yeah, we can talk about the hand later. Right now, let's just focus on the hand that's in front of us.
Actually.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So an early, we can discard the 6-pin early, and now the 8-pin is a lot safer against most of our opponents.
Oh my god.
And we got our
Oh my
Ricci,
god.
nice.
Oh my god, please let me win this.
Come on,
discard
give Kate...
red 5. I dare you.
Give Kate one. Give Kate one hand. Come on, just one hand.
Discard red 5. I dare you. You discarded 3 5s in a row. Come on.
I feel like one of these bosses is gonna deal into you.
I hope so.
I feel like the guy to the left can't really use the 8 of characters, so he might deal into you when he draws it, because I don't think he has it in his hand.
Or 5. Or maybe Bro holds the last 5 red, maybe? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, that was the best outcome. I think. No, no, this is white. Just draw on it, draw on that white tile.
Just draw Trio of Bamboo there. It's the best tile we could draw there.
For real.
Trio of Bamboo is always best tile.
Oh, this is rough, bro.
So what do we need here to get 3rd place?
1, 2... That's tough. Honestly, oh.
Yeah, so that's the kind of calculation that if you knew, it would help with this hand a lot.
I think it would be Toy Red Dragon. Maybe? Or we can't even reach it. If you go Richie, Red Dragon, and Dora, that would be enough. But I feel like my hand is so far to get there.
It's a shame we cut the 1-1. We would be 1 away from 7 pairs now. Okay, I mean, this is pretty good too.
Into... I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer for 3 man. Okay, okay.
Oh, nice. We do the chicken. The chicken broccoli. I wonder if the people from YouTube know about the chicken broccoli.
Oh, that's true. Cause it might be first time watching.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like a cat broccoli in this case.
Yeah.
Stop that! Cut that shit out! Come on.
She was not a believer in the 3-month.
I was not. I was not. Not gonna lie, I was not. Oh, should I? Maybe I should keep that and then discard 6 man.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I have that tile back, please?
Maybe. We'll see. I'll think about it. You gotta go for something here. You gotta at least be template.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Send it.
Richie Red Dora. I mean Richie Red Dragon Dora. Ipatsu. No!
No! He crushed our dreams.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Both coaching session I got 4th. I will never be a master 1. This is crazy. This is crazy. What in the world? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry too. I'm gonna cry in bed. I'm gonna cry in bed tonight.
Well, before you go do that, can you pass me the link to your log?
Oh wait, do you want me to give you the link or would it be better that way?
Yeah, I feel like because then I can control
I
to show exactly what I want to show.
Okay. And then I'll wait on your screen share. Sad life. I'll just Maka analyze the last one. Or not the last one, yesterday's one and tonight's one. Damn it! Damn it, I got B+! Why is it worse? Why is it worse? It's just the way it goes.
So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
If you want to pull that up on your OBS?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we were talking about earlier was the tile efficiency and trying to keep our hands balanced and keep our tile acceptance more spread out towards our hand so that we can make sure that we have a good weight at the end. And also prioritize 3 tile groups just because they're better. You get more tile acceptance per tile, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look what we can see here. I think this hand went fine. Oh yeah, we can talk about this. So here, you can choose to keep the 4 to 7 instead of the 8-9. You can also just, the way I would be thinking about this hand is the following. We're probably going to be pawning the east. So if we can find a way to chi the 7,
Oops.
and we can find Tempai that way, We pawn the east, double east. We have a Dora here, and we can call it for a quick template. I think that would be a good plan. So maybe here we can discard the 7 and just keep the more central 4 bamboo tile, because this is red 5 gaming, right?
Right.
So if we can draw the red 5, then we have 2 easts, right? The double east. And we have the red 5 of circles, and we have the red 5 of bamboo. So that would be Mungan. The other thing that I was going to say is, you said you noticed that there was a 6-9 weight here, right? 7-8. But this is a little bit tricky. This is a shape that a lot of beginners and even some intermediate to advanced players get wrong. So when you have the 5, 6, 7, 8, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, and you have this 3 here, it's actually more like a 6, 7, 8, where you have a 3, 5, 7. So you're waiting on 4 as well.
I
right?
see.
Because you have 6, 7, 8, and then you can make a 3, 4, 5. So. And then one thing to keep in mind when you're making your discards. So if you choose to make this kind of discard where you're cutting away from a shape, then when you draw something from somewhere else, you might want to just finish cutting this. In this case, it doesn't matter much because we already discarded the 1 of circles. So
Right.
we're going to be 4-10 no matter what, if we draw the 7 or if we draw the 3. But then here we discarded the 4 of bamboo, and I think that's a little bit of an efficiency mistake. We should be... There is some overlap here in the 4 and 7, but most importantly, we already discarded this 9 of circles, so we want to continue just discarding the shape.
Okay.
Discard the 8, and just keep both of these so that we can... Hopefully, what we're looking for, right? Because now we have the 5 one because the Toyman called Khan, so now we have the 5 one that is also Dora, so now we already have our Mangan. So you want to just maximize the chance that we get into Tempai and that we're not in 4-10 at the end.
Right.
So even though there's some overlap here, it's best to just keep both of these, because if we draw the 6, then we have this 7-6 shape where we're waiting on 5 and 8. And if we draw the 5 or the 3, then we have the, the 3-4 or the 4-5. So yeah, we just want to keep them both. And then, if we can get the pair, that's good too, because pairs for open hands, they're really good because you can pawn from anywhere, right? So it's even better, usually. And then here we draw the 4-mon, and we drop the 2 of circles, which is right. Here we draw the 7, so now we're just Tempai. And then luckily he just deals into us. So that's very nice of him. What happened here? Oh yeah, so we were talking... So in Panda Spy's lesson, he taught you that the value tiles, right? The seat wind, the round wind, and the dragons are usually worth a little bit more than like a lone 1 and 9.
Yeah.
But the other thing that I think you failed to consider here is that the 9 has a little bit of an overlap here with the 5-6, right? Because if we draw the 7, we can't really use it with the 7-9 because we're going to be using it with the 5-6-7.
Right.
So for that reason, the 9 is a little bit worse than the 1 and 9 here. So we're just going to go ahead and discard the 9 first. And then we're probably going to be discarding the 1 and 9. But we want to be even though it might seem small, Mahjong is a game of small improvements, small edges, small probabilities that will compound into you becoming a higher ranked player, because it's just going to be the cumulative of the small decisions that are going to make the difference. So yeah, now we should still be thinking about discarding this 9 of bamboo first instead of the green. And even though, so you said like, oh, it's nice that I discarded it because I was never going to get it. But that's the thing, it's counterintuitive, because yes, it would be not great for your hand because then you can't draw it and then turn it into a triplet. But while that's true, you don't really want to give anyone else the chance to pawn and then win their hand and prevent you from winning a dealer hand.
Right.
So that's why sometimes that's another reason why it is better to discard the 9 of bamboo here and any terminals in general, because if you give someone a pawn of a dragon, then it's more likely that they can now call cheap from, our opponent across from us, and then they could end up running us. We don't know if he has Dora 2 or maybe Dora 3. So even though it might just be one dragon, it might lead into a manga. So sometimes, denying your opponent their best draw for their hand is huge because, you're usually not going to be able to win the hand, but then you can tilt it a little bit more in your favor by just denying them the tiles that they need. Raise up the 9, that's good. We're still just keeping the east. And that's good too. I feel like here at this point, we still don't have like really great shapes. We have this 1-1-2, which is not great. We have this 5-7-9-9, which would be great, but then all the 8s are gone. So really, we only have this 5-6-7, right?
Right.
So it might be interesting for us to keep this 8, even though it's like not as great because we already have the 3-5-5. So if you draw a 6 or a 7, it wouldn't be as good because we can use that with our 5s, right? But even still, if we have the 8, we can use that as a two-sided weight instead of just an inside weight if we have the 5-7, right? So it is kind of still useful to us. It's probably more worth it than the east because the east can give us a higher winning hand, like a higher scoring hand, but it's way less likely on average for us to actually draw that east and then to get the last east. So not much to say here for now. And here I was talking about, the Dora is the 2 of circles, and now he's spawned the green dragon, and now he might be going for the sand flush. So we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. But something, so if you're ever dealing with an opponent that's in half flush, right? We think that he's in half flush. Let's check. He's definitely in half flush, and he has Dora 3. So the green dragon that we gave him is actually huge for his hand. But what we're seeing here is that the opponent discarded a 3 and a 4, and he didn't cheat it.
Right.
So those styles are probably safe against them. Right. Because he would cheat, or at least, of course he would just run. So that's something you can use to your advantage when you're dealing with an opponent who's going for a very obvious half flush, is that you can look to see if the opponent to his left has discarded any of the tiles matching that flush, and then you can use that to try to determine where his hand might actually be missing tiles. So because he didn't cheat the 1, the 3, or the 4, it's most likely that his hand is waiting on like a 5-8 or a 7. Or maybe 6-9, right?
Yeah. That's why when I saw 5, I thought the half flush person will run that, but then it came from the other person. That's why it was so funny.
So, small hand. Alright, this hand, I think this was, we drew the 3 cell and then 8 button. Yeah, we're dropping the south first, that's good. Then we drew the 8 1, we dropped the 1-1, that's perfect. Then here we just dropped the green dragon. I think here there's like, I think we missed an opportunity for a mixed triple sequence of 3-4-5 here, I think. Yeah, I think we came to this point and you were thinking like, oh, do I discard 5-7? Do I discard 3-5-7? I think eventually you discard the 3. And I think here, even though they're pretty much similar, there's one thing to note is if you're ever in a situation where you have this, 2 gapper, basically you have the 4 and the 6 that you can draw, right? So they're of course equal, right, in the amount of tiles you can draw. There's 4 4-mans and there's 4 6-mans, but we can see that 1 6-man was already discarded already. And we have this 1 2 3 5 7,
right,
which if you squint hard enough you can kind of see that there's possibly a 3-4-5 mixed triple sequence here, because we just drew this 3-4-5. So for that reason it's better to discard the 7-1 here.
Okay.
Just on the off chance that we might get that, right? Here we're just going to be keeping Dora, and yeah, if we had somehow kept the 2 bamboo, maybe we could go for that mixed triple sequence, but I don't know how likely that is. Granted that, I don't know if we could have kept the 2 bamboo. Now we're just going to be 1 away. Yeah, the 5-man is pretty safe because all of the opponents discarded them already, but there's a small chance that he might cheat our 5-man.
Right.
So you might, so at some points, like, sometimes you might want to discard this 5-man later if you don't want the opponent to cheat, to give them less of a chance to into Tempai and then win before you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think here, yeah. So this is a little bit scary to be doing, right? We get into Tempai. Sorry, we're not even Tempai, and we have the point advantage already. And there's a guy who has called a bunch of value honors, right? So he's probably got maybe all triplets with 3 Yakuhai, which could be really scary. We want to try to just fold as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe the 9-man might be a little bit better. Or at least we want to make sure that we don't deal into this guy on the Ipatsu turn.
Right.
Just because, so the same way that we're trying to make 4 points, right? We want to make 4 Han to make manga, and that's like pretty much the sweet spot for points. You want to try to make manga, and if you don't want to lower your chance of winning manga and trying to go for something bigger, usually. And the same way, we don't want to give the opponents a chance to make a manga against us, of course. So, especially on the first turn of the Richi, right, the Ipatsu turn,
Mm-hmm.
we want to make sure that we're discarding a completely safe tile if we can,
Right.
especially if our hand doesn't have a lot of value to follow with. If we don't need a lot of points, which currently we do not, and if we are not likely to win the hand, right? So we're getting close to the end of the hand, and in order to get our winning hand, we would probably need to push a lot of very dangerous tiles against 2 opponents.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably a situation where you just want to fold, and probably with the 9-man, just to make sure you don't deal into the.
You don't think the
Ipatsu.
left person would have 9-man? I think that's why I didn't want to deal into, like, I was trying to look for what the left person would wait for, and it, like, to me, it could be possible that they could be waiting for 9-man just for, like, honors and terminals.
Okay, so in the very end game of Mahjong defense, what you want to do is count the amount of ways that someone could win on that tile.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're thinking of someone winning on a 9, what are the ways that someone can win on a 9, right? So there's the 2-sided way, where someone is winning on both the 6 and the 9.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the pair way, right, where they have a 9 and they're waiting on the 9.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 2 triplet way, right, the shanpon, when you have, like, let's say 9-9 and red.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a way to win on the 9, right?
Or
so,
like a single tile, right?
Yeah, so that's what I mean, the pair way, where you have a 9 and you're waiting on a 9.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, so he can't have the 2-sided weight, right, because he discarded a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2-sided weight would be the lock to discard, right, 40-10.
Right.
So he couldn't run us on that. And he also can't really have a pair of 9s waiting on the third 9, right, because there's 2 9-mans discarded and we have 1 in our hand. So he could only have 1 specific tile that he would be waiting on. And I don't think he would do that because any other tile would most likely be better to wait on. So that means that the 9-1 is pretty much guaranteed safe. There's a very, very small chance that it deals in, but it's so small that it's just a lot better than this discard, right?
I see. I like,
because that one is safe against this, but it's pretty dangerous against the opponents across from us.
I just like, because what I guess you said, it's a small chance, but it is possible that this person has like triple of one thing and then single tile of 9-man.
Yeah, it is possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just usually we want to go with what's more likely, and I think what's most likely is that he has 2 pairs and he's waiting for all triplets, or he has a pair and is waiting on a 2-sided weight.
I see.
Let's see. Yeah, so he is waiting, but he's waiting for the small tree dragons instead.
It could have been easily 9-man.
I mean,
could have been easily 9-man.
Sure,
that
yeah.
could have been easily 9-man. Your logic did not work there.
I mean, but then there's only a single tile, so it's like less than, I think it's 0.5% chance that could deal in. It's very, very,
it would
very,
be
very
so
unlikely.
scary though if it was 9. But I guess, you
So
know, yeah. Is there a last one that we want to look at? Because I don't think we can go through all of it. I will fall
sure.
asleep.
So I made some notes. Let's see if I can just scroll through quickly. Yeah, here, I think you want to just, in general, just keep your strong shapes. So strong shapes being like the 3-tile shapes. 2-2-4, 2-2-4 are very good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also, I know you don't really like 7 pairs, but it is important to consider 7 pairs efficiency. So right now we're at 3 pairs, and we could end up on a 7 pairs away where we're waiting on another tile, and that would be pretty nasty. So that would be a nice way to progress with the hand. So
I
I think
see.
just cutting one of the honors, probably
Mm-hmm.
the east. As we said, you usually want to discard the double wind first,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure that the dealer can't use the double east against us, right?
Right.
And then here I forget. I think there was one where we dealt in with the trio bamboo, and I wanted to take a look at that one. Here's all we discarded the 9. I feel like we might want to just discard the red. That gives people less time to draw the red and use that as a pair to then pawn against us. And then here, you usually want to just keep your strongest shapes again. So the 3-tile shapes, 2-2-3. That gives us both the best of both worlds, right? Where we have the pairs that we can call into pawn for tempai, and we still have the 2-sided weight in case we, finish, this 5-6-7 or this 1-4. You can just still have the very wide 2-sided weight. And then even here you can still keep the 6, just because since we saw that there was a con, I think we drew it. Yeah, I think when we draw this 5 of circles, we might want to keep this 5, because now that there's no 7s, we really need a way to complete the shape somehow.
I see.
And the 5 really helps us with that, because then we can pawn the 8 or we can pawn the 5 and cut the 6, and then we have
Right.
tempo on 1-4.
Makes sense.
So especially, yeah. So basically, like, now this is our weakest shape, right? Normally, this would be one of our strongest, but now because of this, it's our weakest. So we want to support it with this 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy way to think about it. Let's see. I think, yeah, this one, again, just want to keep our strongest shapes, our 3-tile shapes. Just cut the 4. And of course, there's also a chance of half flush here, which would be great. If we can count to 4, right, it's always good. We get the green dragon, the half flush for 2, and then the red 5 for Hun. So we can get a manga in there as well. So you always want to make sure that you're watching out for ways to make 4 Han, because that's the ideal sweet spot for our hands.
Right.
And this shape comes up, which I mentioned while we were playing. The 6, 7, 7, 8. We have too many pairs in our hand.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to try to incorporate more 2-sided weights into our hand. And the way we do that is with the 6, 7, 7, 8, because if we have the 6, 7, 7, 8, we can draw the 5, 6, 8, and 9 to make 2 2-sided weights. So that's great. It's a really, really good shape to remember, the 6, 7, 7, 8.
And then if you were to keep 6, 7, 7, 8, and then discard maybe one of the pair, like the 9 soul?
You can do that, or you can just discard the 4. I think it's fine too.
Okay.
Because we're getting to the point where we want to optimize our hand to have less scythe tiles and have as much efficiency as we can cram into it without while keeping our hand fairly slim for defense. It's because we're predicting that we can probably push this hand if we can pawn the green, but we don't want to have to discard the 4 into someone's reach here, which is what ends up happening here. After this, we end up getting into tempai, and I mentioned that the 4 is not that dangerous, and the reason why is that if you're reading this guy's hand, right, he discarded the 1, so it means that the 4 is half Suji, right? So he can't have a 2-3 to be waiting on the 4, but he could have a 5-6 and be waiting on the 4. And usually it's a little bit safer when, first off, you have the 2 6s, and then also he cut away from this Amon, so usually that can mean that it's a little bit safer as well. If he had discarded, like, say, a 6, it would be pretty safe to discard the 4.
Right.
But his weight is most likely around some sort of circles. circle tile. And I think there was one more that I wanted to look at. Yeah, this one, just make sure you're always watching out for potential upgrades for your hand, right? We're only this one soul and the 9 soul away from making an all simples hand.
Mm-hmm.
So especially if you can pawn into Tempai. So when you have like these 1, 2, 2, 5, 5 shapes, they're really bad to fill out because you need to draw the 3 or maybe just draw the triplet yourself, which is really hard to do. But it's a lot easier if you can just convert this hand into an all simples and then pawn the 2 or the 5 and then have a 2-sided weight.
Right.
And then I just wanted to take a look at... Oh yeah, we had this crazy hand. Very quick hand. I think it is just good to reach early if you can, as the dealer, because it puts a lot of pressure on them. Here we have this hand where you were a little bit unsure about what to discard. If you want to discard the 6, 8 of circles, or if you want to discard the 7, 9.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see that it's pretty much equal, right? There's 2 7 pins gone and there's 2 8 souls gone, but there's just a smaller chance that you can make some more value by drawing the 6 of bamboo and then the 8 of bamboo.
Right, so for the straight?
Yeah, so for the pure straight, yeah.
Yeah.
So you always... So when shapes are similar in strength, right? The 6, 8 and the 7, 9 is similar in strength. The 7, 9 is actually better just because it's a little bit more on the outside. So if this is your final weight, it's more likely to come out than a 7, just because the 7 is more useful for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, the 7, 9 is even better just because you have that chance of getting the pure straight. And where is the hand? Where there was a... Was it this one? We dealt into any pots of some sort. This guy goes on a crazy rampage.
Yeah.
I think it's this one. No, I think it's might be the next one.
Maybe repeat 2?
Yeah. So when you don't have a safe tile to defend with, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to look at the Suji. But the Suji, so the 3 away from the Richi discard is usually something you really want to avoid. Okay. Because it usually means that the person is waiting on it. So we also have 2 other options here that are pretty good. The 4 of circles is 3 away from the 1 and it's also 3 away from the 7. It's Suji from both. We call that inside Suji. So that's actually fairly safe. And we also have the terminal Suji. So there's a 4-man here and there's a 1-man here that we can discard. And that one is fairly safe as well, especially because there's 2 1-mans discarded. So again, there's only that 1-man pair weight that would deal in. So it's extremely safe. It's probably the safest you can get outside of the pure safe tile, right? The tiles that someone has discarded already. So that was maybe something we could have done differently. And yeah, there were some other hands too where maybe you could have employed some more defensive techniques, like the one that we were talking about earlier. And I think Panda Spy also taught you about the discarding the dangerous tiles first and to keep so they can have a clearer path for when you do get them by. And also the last thing that I wrote down that I think is important to mention, was it this hand? Yeah, so if so here we already have all of our shapes predetermined, right? We already know that we need a pair somewhere. But we know that we're going to be using the 3 4 5, the 6 7 8, or 5 6 7 here, and then we're going to be using this double sequence shape. Yeah, so we know that we're not going to be using this 8 9, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we might want to discard the 8 circles or the 9 of circles first ahead of time, just so we can have that clearer path forward. And I think also we could have... I think in the game we played a little bit too much for value and Richi hands. I think it's actually pretty important to take this G because it increases the chance that we can just stop our opponent here who has already called pawn on the south, and also the dealer who might be getting close to tempai soon, right? Because we're getting to the mid game.
Right.
So I think for those 2 reasons, you really want to try to just go for a chi. And even though you don't have to throw out the Dora, just keep it in your hand and just wait on it.
Right.
Just wait for it as your pair. That's the beauty of no pair hands, is that you can make any of them your pair, including the Dora. So that's a great way to use the Dora. You never have to discard it. Just wait on it. So I think that's probably it. I don't remember if there was anything I wanted to say outside of that.
Okay.
Yeah, so the notes are, yeah, this hand as well is a little bit tragic. I think something you should work on at some point is understanding like scores that your hand can achieve, so that you can something that you are going to need to do, and if you do it, it will become a lot easier to get to master, is to learn the scores of the hands. Because then when you're in a situation like this where, okay, I am 3,100 below the dealer, so what are the hands I can win that will get me there? And one of them is simply Red Dragon Doratsumo. So you get 2,000 points and the dealer pays 1,000, so that's a 4,000 point swing. Right? No, it's 3,100. So we need a little bit more. So what we can do to actually increase that is incorporate the half outside in this hand, which I think is a great way to add some more points as well. So in this hand where we have, ones, nines, you're the 7, and then the Dora is the 1, and we have the pair of Red Dragons. So we can even just cut out this 7s completely and go for pawn and half outside. So we can have Red Dragon, half outside Dora, and that would be enough to get us there, no matter who we run it from.
Right.
That would be 3,900, right? For 300. So those, I think, are the few things you could have done that might have changed the outcome of the game.
Do you think it would have been faster if I were to call for half outside than go for Ricci? Because I think my Ricci wasn't that late. It was mid game.
I think it was fairly late. No, I think it was row 3. I mean, the thing is, when people are, so when you're in South 4, you don't really get much time, right?
Yeah.
You can't really try to go for a huge hand all that often, especially when other people are trying to compete with you. Like, this guy is trying to complete his hand faster than you. And even here, after, if someone did Ricci, one of these players Ricci, that might be enough with the Red Dragon, Dora, and the Ricci stick. Like, if the dealer had Ricci'd, you can take his Ricci stick and make it yours, and now Red Dragon Dora is enough.
Right.
Because it's a 4,000 point swing. Or you can simply direct hit him. That works too, right? Red Dragon Dora direct hit is enough. The other chance that you could have, the other choice that you had here, I think, just keeping your pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs, and then you ended up drawing the 2 of bamboo right after. So that would have been 1 away from 7 pairs. And I know you don't like 7 pairs, but I do think it is important to slowly try to think about 7 pairs while you're considering all your options, just because it might be a way that you can complete a hand and get you out of that 4th place.
I see. I guess if I kept the 1 mon there, I guess then I would be at 5 pair.
Yeah, you would be at 5 pair right now, so that would be 1 away. And
yeah, but then always for 7 pairs, it's always 1 away. It never comes after. There's always 1 away.
But also, just in general, you usually just want to keep your strong shapes. So the 1, 1, 2, even though it's not great, right? It's not like a 2-sided weight. It is actually it's actually 6 tiles you can draw, or 8 if you include, the 2 sides of the pawns, right? That you can get.
Right.
So it adds quite a bit to a shape that's quite weak. But I think in general, just keeping all your pairs in this kind of configuration is very nice, because you can always just draw another pair and go for all triplets, which is a nice way to increase your value. Right? Red Dragon, all triplets is enough to get you to 3rd place. And if you get it out of the player on your right, it's possible, if you can it's possible that it could be enough for you to win in this case. Depending on which triplets you get, it might be enough food to make it 5,200, in which case, with a Ricci stick, it might be enough for you to take first place because it's 10,800, right? So 5,200 direct hit is 10,400 point difference. So let's say the dealer reaches and you run him with Red Dragon all triplets. That's enough to get second place.
True. Can I just see what Ichihime had from like turn 1? They must have had better hand than me, right?
Ichihime? Oh, looks just like a slow hand that slowly got there. And he drew the Tenpai here, yeah. And then this is something good that you can do. If you're way ahead, you know, Ichihime can't win by Ron without calling a Richi, but you can always just sumo. So, you know, Richi can be pretty dangerous because you don't want to lock yourself into the situation where it might be pretty scary, right? You might deal into someone and then suddenly you might be losing your lead, your first place. But if you don't Richi and just wait to sumo, you can, you know, crush someone's dreams.
I bet they didn't call
win the
Richi because they wanted double sequence. I bet.
Mm.
Because they have
I mean,
6,
maybe.
7, 8, and 7, 8, 9, and they thought maybe they could improve their hand. And also, there's no like need to call Richi. Kind of like one what's it? 2 birds with 1 stone, kind of a situation. Ah.
And something about their hand too. Once they draw this tile, the 7-1, if they needed more points, for example, if they were like in third place and they wanted to try and get second, they can just Richi discarding the 8 to have a 3-sided weight with Pinfu, in which case they might be able to get an Ipatsumo and get a Mangan.
That's true.
That's another that's another like advanced play you can sometimes do.
But I really doubt these people, these donkeys that I play with, were like considering all these options. It's like it's
Yeah,
hard
probably not.
because like usually when I'm playing by myself, it's almost kind of like there isn't really, I don't know, like if I were to make a mistake, I'm like, I made a mistake there. But I was just like move on. But then it's just like, oh, I don't want to make mistake. So it's kind of like almost wanting to play differently than what I would be playing normally causes more mayhem. But I think that's what happens with many people after they take lessons. It's just like, oh, okay, let me try that. Like you try something that is outside of your style.
You try to shake it up and then, you try to shake it up, see if it works better.
It's like so not used with your style that gets like awkward and then end up being not so good. But it's just like a growing pain, at least that's how I see it. You first take like a lesson and you're like, you kind of fail a little bit, you know, stumble a little bit, and then finally you get that information digested and then make it into yours.
Yeah, and I mean, like, right now it might be that you're struggling to get master, but as you just become more skilled, master will come naturally, and at some point, master will be easy for you to get to.
It's and like I've been struggling. If I just play more every day, I think I know I know I will get there. But it's so annoying because it's just I don't have that much time a day, and also these dummy people are just like one hand. I'm like,
yeah, it can be quite annoying.
Or dealing into them so easily. I'm just like, oh, you're not helping me at all. But
well, I mean, I hope you got to learn something or another, and I hope the viewers got to learn some new tips and tricks as well.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, I will end the call, and then I will evaluate the coaching session. But it's kind of vibe based, so it's you don't have to worry about it.
And if anyone would like coaching from me, I did just recently start offering coaching for tournament competitors, or for if you just want to climb the ranks or learn even, you know, if you're a real beginner, I am offering coaching lessons.
Oh, and Irie is basically a pro. I introduced that Panda Spy yesterday being semi-pro. Irie is literally a pro. You can consider her just pro.
I've been playing competitive tournaments for a long time, and I'm going to be getting my pro license very soon, actually, in the next 1 or 2 months. So I'll be a certified pro. But I I have been playing for a long time and competing for a really long time too.
Yeah. So I will get the link from you and I will leave that on in the description box for anyone
All
who wants
right.
coaching session with Irie. But yes, thank you. Oh, if you want to
Thank you,
watch
Kate.
Irie play mahjong, she also streams on Twitch. It's Irin TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, twitch.tv
Yeah.
slash Irin TV.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
Thank you, guys.
right.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay. Oh, it's double me. Look at that. All right. Because it's late, I will give a quick review of Ratemymahjongcoach.com series. And thank you everyone for watching. And if you guys, as always, have any questions, let me know in the comment below and we'll answer as much as we can. And to rate my coach Irie, I think she was so like in detail but in good ways, and making sure that I was following the class and keep asking the question. It was I guess in a way it was a bit different how we started, because with the Panda Spy we uh, started with reviewing the gameplay and then jumped into the game. Whereas today it was play the game first and then review that game. Um, Now, if you were to ask me like which one do I prefer, I think probably play. I don't know. I think review first and then play, just because when you are with coach and playing the game, it's kind of hard to play like your own style. Like you wouldn't be making the same mistake that you might be making. You might be making new mistake because you're trying to like, oh no, like am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to do that? You know what I mean? So I think there is, I think that's why I made more mistakes today more so than yesterday. But I think that's just like, preference. It's not really like you should be doing that. And and Irie, I have gotten coached from her before, and I really like the way she teaches. I think it's, like I said, in detail, and they very patient. And if I don't understand it, if I ask her, she will like go even slower and kind of like, okay, so this is that, right? And then because of that, it's this, and kind of going through it step by step. It's like so wonderful. And um yeah. It's so hard to, I don't even know why it's I don't even know why I was like, hey, I'm gonna rate them. I'm gonna be mean and strict about um rating them. But honestly, I will give Irie 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 because I did not win again. I lost again. The coach that let me win the first place will get 10 out of 10. I'll give Irie 9 ribbons out of 10. There you go. That's my final score. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.